IO. So let me switch to ES. And you can clearly see that we've finally broken out of this bull flag. Around 3:30 in the morning, there was this pretty hard sell, fake breakdown out of the bull flag, creating a 30-minute demand zone. So you can tell right now 4126 is a pretty decent support. Let's switch this back to a 515. And yeah, 50-minute demand as well, of course. And we just chop sideways, waiting for CPI at 8:30, and then blast off. I don't know if this is going to continue its trajectory up until 9:30, but I gotta say, if excuse me, if you're doing futures and you saw this bull flag and you set a buy-in at the bottom of the bull flag, or at least at 4128 or something like that, this is a good 40-point jump right here. Again, I don't know how futures works. I remember glancing at it or checking it out, and it's like every 0.25 cents or something like that, every 25 cents you get a certain amount of profit. But this is a pretty good move. So as you can see, we've clearly broken out of the bull flag, and I don't know how much further this is gonna go. Adam Mancini tweeted this morning his target. Quick work after CPI and ES. I posted 4148, 4156 were first targets, with 4134 being the squeeze, and we just hit 4156. ES trying to break out now of a 2-day bull flag. If long, Titan stops here, 4165, 4178 next up. So anyways, a swing yesterday would have been a good idea after all. You would just have to pick something more in the money or at the money than what I had, because I could only afford 418. And I mean, this might be up worth in value. We're now at 416. Oh no, let's go back to SPY. I think it's 414. Yeah, we're at 414. So I'm fairly certain this, if I had held this swing. Oh, and of course the reason why I exited this swing in the first place is because we broke out of a triangle on VIX, and that gave me a bearish sentiment and made me worry about the swing. But still, I am very curious to see how much this is going to be worth when the market opens. I'm guessing maybe we're 4 points out of the money. Maybe it'll be worth 20, 30 bucks. So I could have made 10 bucks if I swung it. Maybe 15 bucks. I don't know. I'm not really sure. So anyways, I don't know. And also on VIX, like I said, we were working within this triangle, and then we broke out of it only to just fall right through again. So I gotta hurry up because I've already got, I wasn't given assignments this morning, ironically. The assignments were sent to me late at night and the evening, so I gotta knock those out. But I am curious how the I don't know why this thing, there we go. So which one is the one that's really important? year over year. I guess it's this one. So I guess the forecast was 4.9, but actually was 5. No, it is 4.9, 5.6. So over month, inflation is increased, but because it's what everyone expected, that's good news, I guess. Okay. Why do I have an alert here? And why has it been kicked off? Anyways. This is hilarious. The bell just rung. Look, if I had taken that swing, I basically would be exactly where I was yesterday. So I just want to point out, this is where we closed, all right? Or I guess here, because 15 minutes, yeah, so maybe here. So at 4:11 is when we closed, right? It's now 4:13, and it's still worth the same thing. So almost 2 point jump didn't make any difference. All right, let's pick something closer. I really hate having to go through all of these steps to get the option list to come up. And then it just disappears. All right, let's try 416. Problem is, look at that, it's already jumped up. All right, you know what? Let's just go in here. No? Okay. Why am I not surprised? I should have picked a better strike from the beginning and hit buy market right after the bell rung. Would have been better to get in maybe low 40s, high 30s. Unfortunately, also, we created a supply here, so we got to break through that. Oh, that's not looking good. I would assume that 4165 would be support. Yeah, that's about where we bounced at 4165 because that was the first target. Next target 4178. Did we actually hit that? No, we got to 4173. So what I like to think is this was a little pullback to build up some energy for a further run, but I don't know for sure if that's the case. Also on ES, this is going to be difficult to get past, but we have the bottom of that channel that we were stuck in. Let me increase this. Okay, let's go to 1030. Nope. All right. Let's try a 9030. Yeah, this channel. And then I also have a weekly here, so this is going to be difficult to get through. Yep. Not looking good. Heavy selling pressure here. It really would be nice if the CPI was released at 9:30, not 8:30. I'm going to exit at 37 because I'm not going to take, yeah, $10 loss already. Started the day off with a loss already. So let's see, that makes 5 losses in a row so far this week. Man. But you know what's going to happen now that I've exited. It's going to turn around and it's going to pop and rally. I can almost guarantee it now. Come on. You're going to do it. Turn around and start rallying. There it is. There it is. It is almost like clockwork, man. When it's going against me, it seems like the longer I hold it, the more money I lose. But the moment I sell, that's when it turns around. Now, if it turns around and starts to fall hard, then at least I can say, hey, listen, you know what? It was a good thing I exited. But that generally doesn't happen. That's unfortunate. I should have just hit buy market right when the market opened and then hit sell just to make a quick 10, 15, 20. No, this wouldn't have been 20. Yeah, this wouldn't have been 20. You know what I just realized too? Look at this. I'm such a well, I didn't just realize it. I actually said it a moment ago. This is a supply. It'll be very difficult for the bulls to get past this supply that was created. And what happened? The supply was retested perfectly and rejected. So we either can bounce at 4160, which is confluent to the VWAP on SPY, or we may bounce at the confluence of these two trend lines, or VWAP on ES. Well, so far it looks like I chose the right move to exit. Although I wish I had exited here to save myself like 10 bucks. I mean, not 10 bucks. The extra, let's see, 37. Yeah, it would have only been up. What did I get in at 47? You know what I don't get about Thinkorswim? When I when I hit log out and I close it, and when I come back to this thing, the history of my buys, they're gone. I can't see what I bought recently. But lately now it's there, even if I close out the program. There must be an update or something. Okay, I got in at 47, so if I had waited a little bit till it pulled back and tried to get out here, it would have been a $4 loss, 5 with commission, instead of a $10 loss, 11 with commission. Oh my God. I do believe CPIs and OPEX days are the most annoying days to trade. If one had the funds, well, a good idea would be to do a strangle as soon as the market opens with a tight stop loss on, no, not a tight stop loss. So one could have maybe profited or broke even on the call, depending on when you sold. And now you can work with the put. Oh, you see it turning around now? It's because we're at VWAP on ES. VWAP right here. I don't know if it's going to hold though. Nope. Damn, man. A put would have been perfect. Oh well. I thought we might continue our trajectory up to Adam Mancini's final target, or at least the second target. I thought this might happen on VIX if we had a sell-off. We are back to the triangle. So I'm curious, if this rejects here, oh, never mind. I was gonna say it shows that the triangle is still in play. But this bad boy, you know what? Technically though, this is doing what seasonality is supposed to do. And it turns out the market does what it does best. It fakes everyone out. Big rally, pre-market, and as soon as the bell rings, we've almost sold off the entire rally. Not fully, but close to it. Now, if bulls want to save this, this is where they have to turn it around. Because we've broken out of the bull flag. Now we're falling back into it. Oh, and it looks like that's what they're doing on ES. It looks like we are indeed bouncing at the bull flag. Why is this still only a 1? Now here's what I would like to see. Since I only have like 18 bucks to trade left, I would like to see a demand form here. So I want this to push down a little bit more until the candle closes, and then the next candle, green, and then a retest. But I don't think that's going to happen, only because this is such an important level for the bulls. So we're going to risk it. We're in at 17. This is it. We're done trading after this. And let's hope the bulls turn this around. Ironically, on the VIX, it does look like we're pushing back below the triangle. But I don't have a lot of confidence after this big sell-off that this is going to turn around. Yeah, this is where the bulls need to push this up. We need to create a demand here. And preferably a supply on VIX. Not looking good so far. And unfortunately, VIX is still going up. I mean, we're still below the triangle, but I'm not seeing this current 15-minute candle that's formed on VIX is green and growing. Not what I want to see. Yep, this is unfortunately the exact opposite of what I wanted to see. Well, I tried. I know I didn't follow my own strategy of waiting for a 50-minute demand to be formed, but I had hoped that the bulls would protect, or not, what's the word I'm looking for, defend the breakout of the bull flag. But it seems like so far they're not going to be able to do it. And once we do break back into the bull flag, this is going to sell off hard. So the question is, how long do I continue to hold this potentially losing trade? Oh, VIX has popped up. We're like right back into the triangle now and in the middle of it. All right, that's it. Let's see if I can eke out a sell at 15. No, not gonna happen. Okay. No, god damn it, sell. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, pretty crappy day. $15 down. And that makes trade number 6 loss in a row. 6 losses in a row, man. Incredible. I thought I had shed this terrible luck of trading, but it's right back in force. Just incredible. If instead I said to myself, hey, listen, we've just formed a supply just below a weekly and just below this trend. We rejected from the channel that we were in early April. This will be the optimal time to take this short and ignore this rally. What would have a put had paid off? Let's see, I got the 411. Oh man, that would have been beautiful. Look at that. Could have got a couple options here and let these two run. Ah well, I am done for the day. Account is drained, and it's another loss. It is actually incredible. I took 35 out yesterday and added it today. But if I didn't do that, I would be at $15 now. It looks like, right? 35 plus 15 is 50. Absolutely pathetic, man. I'm absolutely crap at this. Check this out. It looks like the bulls have managed to drag the price back above the bull flag for now. And it looks like on VIX, we're rejecting just below the top of the triangle. When did I sell? Was it $14? Oh God, it so annoys me when you use market sell and they don't tell you what you sold at. So annoying. Well, I'm pretty sure it was like $14, and now, as a big slap in the face, it's turning around. Incredible. Actually, I think I sold at 13, which is why it's, yeah. So $10 loss plus commission the first trade, so that's $11. $4 loss plus commission in the second trade, so that's $5, so $16 down for the day. Now here's what's going to happen, just as another slap in the face. The bulls may succeed in turning this around. This will create a demand. Demand gets retested. Rally. Oh, at the very least, I could have broken even if this can push a little bit higher. I actually was debating on that second trade if I should just hold it, since it was $17. Well, now we're back under the triangle on VIX, and it's doing what I asked it to do, but only after I sold it. This candle will close soon, though, so the very next candle will be telling. Yeah, I was gonna say on ES, if the bulls can get this candle to close at or very close to, or even probably just above VWAP, then the next candle can work its way through, and that's what's happening. Holy crap, man. Oh my god, dude. if this was martial arts, I would fall for the same few moves that my opponent would do over and over again and get punched in my face and knocked on the floor again and again and again. And I keep getting up and getting abused because I'm clearly just crap at this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, trust me when I tell you this thing's gonna rally the rest of the day. And we've just formed a clean 30-minute demand. As long as this candle stays above the previous close. What an absolute slap in the face, man. And if I had waited, instead of getting in here at what I thought would be the bounce at the flag, if I waited for the fake breakdown of the flag and got in as soon as this candle started, which would have been actually like around 16, probably where I already got in anyway, so I don't know if it really would have made a difference. But I wouldn't have been spooked out into a sell if this keeps pushing forward. There it is. And you know what? I think Adam Mancini had said that 413. There he goes. Standard CPI action today in ES after my 4134 long trigger. We got all the way to 4165 target, then got the initial trap move. Why I said tighten stops. Expect complex action from here. 4165, 4178 remain next up. 4148, 4134 now supports. And if 4134 fails, we'll fall down. So, yep. This pretty much held his initial support, which is 4134, which is probably around here somewhere, because you know my levels are off now. We've established that somehow the levels change over time. So according to this, 4.27, I remember I adjusted this yesterday. 4.27 is right about where this last candle dropped, right? Let's see if that's the same thing on ES. Let's look at ES. Once again, let me zoom in. I'm going to put it on a 1 minute. 4.27. That's what this line is. That's where we dipped here on that candle, which is 942. 942. We go to ES. 942. 4.1.6. Now, I don't remember when it was, but I know for a fact yesterday I adjusted this because it was off. I adjusted the level on SPY where it said 4.2 whatever. Here, this is it. I adjusted it so it would be correct to the exact 4.2.7 area. And just 1 day later, it's off again. So if there was an algorithm that will take the levels on ES and mirror them to an equivalent spot on SPY, that algorithm would have to constantly be processing to adjust the levels over and over again. Anyways, let's go back to our 15. So yeah, It'll take some time, but this is going to slowly grind its way back up. But all the lucky people who are trading futures and are accustomed to following Adam and Sini's levels, well, they would have gone long right about here. They would have sold right about here, or put their stop loss or tighten their stop losses to lock in their profits, and they're good. They're done for the day. I'm pretty sure maybe they have a couple of runners for a break even, but they're good to go. Me, I'm on my seventh losing trade. Seventh losing trade. I think it was 2 on Monday, losses. 2 yesterday, loss. Or was it 3 on Monday? I think it was 3 on Monday because I took 2 options. So technically it's one trade, but I took 2 options at the same time. I added to a losing trade. So that's 3 trades on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and 2 today. So, yeah, 7 losing trades in a row. Absolute hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. And if I had stayed in this $17 trade, maybe I could have sold at 25 or 22 and made up for some of the losses today. But it would be at least a winning trade for once. Oh, man. Anyways. All right. I was away for a while because I had to do something that I don't know how to do and I had to figure it out from scratch. It turns out this did not turn into some big old rally. We are still sort of chopping just above the bull flag, but no rally from there. We are still below the triangle on VIX. But as you can see, if I had held that if I had held the second one, if I didn't sell at 2023 just to break even or make a few bucks, then pretty much the entire amount would be gone by this point. It's gone from 52 at a high this morning to $7. So if I had gone long right at the bell and sold within the next minute or two, maybe I could have made some profit. If I had gotten in, what did I get in? I got in at 17. Well, whatever. If I had gotten in at any point where we were in contact with the bull flag, either in this candle or this candle, and sold in this candle, then it could have made some profits. Otherwise, it's all up in the air. I mean, I know I'm hard on myself, but this is not an easy trading day so far. Let me adjust the bull flag here. But again, and this is a common theme when dealing with ES, if you're able to trade pre-market, post-market, you can make money. But as soon as the market opens, it's just a choppy mess. And watch, the market closed yesterday at 450. Is this? No, 16. Ugh, you know what? I give up. I don't know. I'm trying to find where the market closed yesterday. This is 6 o'clock. So it was here. It was here. So if you've seen this bull flag, you know it's there. All right. You can set a buy-in somewhere at or just below the bull flag. So you would have been filled. And look, remember this area, this zone of support for the bulls? At 4 in the morning, again, like I said, we created a demand zone. It was never retested. But again, if you put your buy-in somewhere around here, or whatever, let's say you got up around 7:30 in the morning, and you waited until CPI release, and you got in, and you exited here, and I have actually resistance right at 4171. Or you decide to scale out a little bit here, a little bit here, and keep a couple runners and empty the tank here. Good to go. And after that, if you wanted to be ballsy, if you had more funds in your account and try a short when the market opened with the bull flag as the target, even more money. Risk some of the profits for short. But yeah, this sucks, man. All right, let's look at this update from TradingView's point of view. This is interesting. I gotta say, if if you didn't go long, if you didn't go short earlier in the day, then going short, if we broke back into the channel, would be wise. And look, we broke back into the bull flag and we went to the bottom of the bull flag. Now it looks like the bulls are trying to recover here, but I don't know. This isn't looking good. Oh, and in confluence to that, trying to recover on the bull flag here. Let's take a quick look at VIX. And we're coming back down from the triangle again. Maybe rejecting from this daily? I don't know. But it looks like the play of the day was to go short. And this is the short I wanted to take earlier today, or I thought I should take. And then it turned around and look, another opportunity was given. Man. And it's something I rarely do. I rarely make money off of shorts, and I actually prefer being a bear only because when the market starts to sell, it sells quickly and it drops hard. And you can quickly scalp some pretty decent money on shorts. So when the market opened, if you took a short, let's say you went right at the bell, you took a short and you got in at 30, let's say you had my luck. Let's say you had my luck and you got in at 34 at the top of this wick. So you got 10 options at $340. Now you're down by $100 at this point, but you hold strong to your plan and then it starts to fall. And you decide to put your sell at, I don't know, 104 or 105 so you can pay for the commission, and there you go. $700 right there. Ah, scheisse. All right, it looks like here we formed a demand just above this trend, just above, or actually we bounced exactly at the bottom of the bull flag. And we've once again broken out of that triangle on VIX. So could this be the turnaround point? I don't know. Who knows? Let's just say hypothetically we went long with the top of the bull flag around 412. Or better yet, let's say hypothetically, now that this demand is formed, we want to retest that demand. So let's say, I'm going to put an alert, let's say we want to get in at 55 or 56. Let's see if that happens. And then we'll hypothetically go long and see where that goes. Breaking news. Don't care. All right. Just check this out. I forgot how long ago I made the video. It's got to be over a few minutes. But this candle formed and we pushed back, and look, if I actually had, decent funds, and if I actually had put my buy-in at 56, I wouldn't have been filled. It went to 50. What I don't understand though. Look, exactly where I put my buy-in is where it went down to. So the fact that my alert didn't get kicked off or engaged or whatever tells me this didn't make it down to 56, but it looks like it did. So if I had put my buy-in at 57 instead, I would have been filled. And you see we just got up as high as 73. So I don't know if this is going to push any higher, but this would have been a almost $200 profit right here if we can push up to 76. But it just amazes me that it came right to the spot where I wanted to have the alert. Didn't get engaged. Fascinating. But we could have another slow grind up to the top again. It's possible. All right. I think I'll break for lunch and come back later this afternoon and see what happens. All right, I still haven't gotten around to getting something to eat yet, but I find this fascinating. Let's zoom in. Well, you don't have to zoom in. As you can see, we fell through to the bottom of the bull flag, had a bounce there, created demand retested, and we rallied. However, we did not break above the top of the bull flag. At least not on SPY, but if I look on ES, it looks as though we did, or perhaps my flag on ES isn't accurate, but I feel as though it is. We've had pretty accurate touches and rejections, so more than likely what I could say is that we rejected off of VWAP, formed a supply, and fell back within the bull flag. However, this was a pretty good supply rejection, but I was looking to see if there's a retest, but no, not really. The best supply retest was what happened pre-market here, just below the weekly level. So I think what we need is a pretty decent correction. We need to fall back down to maybe 4,050, 4,000 in a coming week or two. So yeah. Oh, and VIX, let's see. Still messing around inside this triangle, right around in it or outside of it. So we have the triangle and the bull flag that we're still messing with. So all right, the last time we made the video, we bounced at the bottom of the bull flag. We started a rejection at the top of the bull flag. Later on, I noticed we broke, as I was having breakfast, we broke through the bottom of the bull flag, fell through this daily, and looked like we might start the sell, but we ended up making a demand, 30-minute demand, a very clean 30-minute demand right above 4116. Although let's make sure that it is 41. Nope, it's not. I don't know. At this point, I'm getting so tired of it seems like I'm gonna have to redo all the levels as the price moves and just watch each level. It's just unnecessarily ridiculous. It looks to me like we actually bounced at 4112, which I have down here, obviously, so that's wrong. But to be specific, it's 4012.68. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this. 4112.68. Hold on, I'm just going to check on the other chart to see exactly. 412.25 is that last spot. So we'll do a minute here. 41112.25. So I don't know, a week or two from now, if we ever pass by this level again, watch, it'll be off by like $2 or $3. But as you can clearly see, it's just a day full of fake outs. The pre-market fake rally, the opening drop that faked a possible pop. This is the one that faked me out and I ended up losing money. Well, also I lost money on the initial pop in the morning. and then we fell back into the channel, bounced at the channel, rejected the top of the channel, failed or failed to bounce and drop through the channel bottom again, which would indicate a sell-off, but which it never happened. Then we created a demand and pushed back up, and now here we are once again at the top of the bull flag again. So, oh, great. Sorry, this is an assignment that's going to take me a long time, and it's, yeah, this is ridiculous. This is going to take me a while. All right, anyways. All right, market already closed, but I had to step away and do my language lessons and then come back and try and figure this out, which I did. It was incredibly convoluted instructions. I had to do something that I already did and it was so simple, but I had to follow the instructions on how to do it, and it just made things more difficult. It's like me saying to someone who's never used an iPhone and they need to like unlock it, pick the iPhone up with all 5 fingers of your hand, and let's say they pick it up and they have the screen facing away from them, and then I say, now point it towards your face and it should unlock. Now the person's never used an iPhone before, they're looking at it and they don't know what it's supposed to happen when it unlocks. So basically that's what it's like me working for this place. It's convoluted instructions, unnecessary details, and the necessary details are not provided. So I have to figure it out myself. Um, and yeah, oh, and I wanted to do this too because this was so frustrating to see this, but I see this often on, I don't know if this is just a result of social media and people pretending to be what they're not, which is very common with humans. I think Adam Mancini said it somewhere. He was like, this is a good example. Okay, so he tweeted earlier this afternoon, and this is like 2:20, traders getting a classic taste for what CPI days are like in ES, trapping bulls and bears multiple times to end up right back at today's 4134 target. Major fail breakdown of yesterday's lows. Same drill. Same drill, above 4142 starts to squeeze to 4165. 4178, next target, we sell below. All right. One guy says, great day, able to play both sides at right levels. All right, I don't know. Let's see if people remove their stuff. I could have swore one guy had posted, oh, here it is. I have no problem with CPI or any other day. I'm still not disciplined enough to respect the stop loss. Had learned lesson. Hope once and for all. I don't get that. If you have no problem on CPI or any other day, then why are you having a problem with your stop loss? Anyways, there's like a half a dozen people posted about how they had a great day today and they don't have any problems and it was a good trading day for them. And I'm just like, it's funny because sometimes there'll be a video on Instagram of, let's say, some guy who gets struck by lightning twice or something like that. And I'll post the comment like, that's like me trading on a daily basis, just something funny. And there's always, there is no shortage of them, of some obnoxious troll who will post a response saying something like, day trading is easy, you just don't know what you're doing, or some obnoxious nonsense. And there's also no shortage of people on forums and everywhere that says that they're doing day trading successfully. And here's my thing. If there's so many people who are successfully day trading and having no trouble doing it, why don't they post it live on YouTube? Because I've looked for videos of people who trade options live on YouTube, buy options. I can't find anyone that does it. I haven't found anyone. If you guys, for the 1 or 2 people who ever watch my videos, if you know anybody who does daily live SPY trades, let me know, because I haven't found any. I really haven't. So it's just frustrating to see people. It's kind of like the people on social media who talk about how It's so easy to just walk out there right now and start a business and get your LLC, because that seems to be like a buzzword in social media now. Get your LLC, and on YouTube, get your LLC, start a business. I remember I had a client who started an online business. He lives in Canada, started an online business back in like 2012, 2013, or something like that. And I don't even know what his online business is. He told me that he sells luxury furniture and rugs and stuff like that, whatever. And he's been fairly well off financially as a result. And one time he came down, he only comes down to train with me maybe once or twice a year for a week or two. So not exactly a reliable client, obviously, but he's been one of my longest clients, and he hasn't trained with me in 2 years because he has a kid now. But um, he gets on my nerves sometimes because once we had decided to go have breakfast after we trained because I had some time and he didn't have any work to do, and he kept getting on my case about how I should start a side hustle business. And this idea he had for a side hustle business was to buy a trailer, buy a hitch for my car, and go door to door cleaning people's cars in their driveway. And I said, okay, here's the problem with your idea. Not only do I have to register my trailer as a business, I have to pay the fees to register the business. I have to pay for all of the equipment to use to clean the cars. Um, when you polish and wipe down the cars, you have to have special fabric for it. You have to clean those fabrics, and you can't clean those fabrics in, or at least I could, but if I was a decent person, I wouldn't do it. You don't want to clean those kind of fabrics or whatever, those cloths in the same washer and dryer that you use to clean your clothes or something like that. You need whatever. So it just didn't occur to him that the investment to start this business would be close to 1,000 for the trailer, for the hitch, for the registration of the tag, the business license, all this other stuff. And that's before I even find anyone who I can go to their house and clean their car. Not to mention, there's a bunch of mobile car companies right now. There's even apps you can download of people that will drive to your home or your business or whatever and clean your car. And he didn't realize that. He didn't know that. And then another day we went to go have lunch together or breakfast or something, and he came up with another idea. He said, why don't you buy like a vacuum cleaner and some cleaning products and start your own business going to people's homes and cleaning their homes? So I'm like, oh great, so I'm just a self-made janitor now. And it just blows my mind, man. The ideas some of these people have, it's like they think that you it's like for them life is like just stand anywhere in a basketball court, throw the ball, and it would make the hoop, what is it called? No rim. It would just shoot right through, no problem. And for them, life is like that for them. But life has never been like that for me. Never. I would say 99% of the risk I've taken in my life came back to bite me in the butt. Even if it was the best possible idea. In 2020, when all the gyms were shut down, and I know I've said this before in another video, I thought, you know what? Real estate's going to start booming. Maybe I should invest in a 360 camera, VR camera, invest in a program, and then I can do virtual walkthroughs of homes. And I actually did that. And I taught myself how to use the program and actually made some pretty decent virtual walkthroughs where you can just go onto a website and you can go through an entire home sitting on your computer on your iPhone or with VR headset. I don't know who the hell buys those for looking at homes. And you can go through room to room to room looking at every part of the house in excellent graphics, excellent what do you call it? Excellent video quality or whatever you want to call it. And I even set it up so that it'll play music in the background. So you can be touring a nice house, listening to Vivaldi, and you can just use your mouse and look around 360, the full room, everything. And to do this on this program that I bought, it took me sometimes about 4 hours or more to set this whole thing up. And I even called, I would say about 30 or 40 real estate companies in this county and the next county, offering to do a free service just so they can see how good my work is. And then I even said after that, I would do any size home anywhere for this like low amount, just so I can get my foot in the door. Not one company ever called me back. Not one. Then I have other people telling me, "Oh, you got to go out and give your business cards. You got to give them out." Da 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 da. I spent, I think, about 170, $180 buying about 1,000 business cards back in 2018, 2019, and I would spend a better part of the day going from parking lot to business to parking lot to business. I walked miles in the hot sun putting my business cards on every car and in every store and stacking them everywhere. Did this from 2018, and I even do it a little bit now, and we're now at 2023. You want to know how many people have called me from my business cards? Not a one, not a single one. So it's not that it's a bad idea. It's just these things don't work for me. But when people brag about how they easily make money trading, it's just an extra slap in my face because I've been at it for almost 3 years and I still can't master it. And here are people tweeting that they have no trouble trading on what Adam Mancini says is one of the most challenging days to trade. And this whole fake breakout, fake breakdown thing, listen, here's the problem. It broke through all of these major levels and it broke through this bull flag. So every indication says this thing should fall, and then it turns around and comes right back up. So unless you've got a fat enough account where unless you haven't done any trades at all, and somehow you just waited until this fake breakdown occurred, then when are you going to take it long? That's the question. And on the 30-minute, and I did mention it earlier, on the 30-minute, yes, we created a nice demand here, but there was never a retest, not by far. And I had this call option put up because I don't know, or is this the put? No, this is the call. I don't even know why I put this call option on here. But at one point today, it was as low as $2. And then by the end of the day, it rallied to as high as $80. Now, let's say we saw this fake breakdown occur. Now we want to catch a piece of the move. It doesn't retest, but the next candle starts at 2 o'clock. So let's zoom in and see where we could have gotten in at 2 o'clock. Here, at any point, we could have gotten in at $5, $6, $7, anywhere here, and then I guess had to wait and hope that it reaches the 413 strike, which it did, which is why this option actually had some value by the time the market closed. Not much, but some. It would have had more value if this had gotten to the 414 strike. So it's more at inish the money, if that makes sense. But this would have been a good play, but I have nothing left. Literally, I have 43 cents in my account. So I couldn't take any trades anymore for the rest of the day because I blew it all earlier, hoping that the market might go in my favor, but of course it didn't. So again, just to recap my trades for the day, I tried to go long at the bell after we retraced and went back to a previous level around 4160. I had hoped that we would bounce at 4160. That didn't happen. Usually, resistance, previous resistance becomes support. That didn't happen. I took my next trade at what looked like a bounce at the top of the bull flag. That didn't happen. Bull flag failed. It fell. Here's what probably would have happened if I had some more money. And this is why I'm saying why these people who say they have no trouble on CPI days I think they're full of crap. Or the people who think that anyone can just go out and just throw the basketball, proverbial risk for a business, and it would just go whoosh, nothing but net, no rim. It doesn't work that way. Here, a perfect demand forms right above this trend, right here. And you might say, okay, I'll wait for a retest. Well, this doesn't retest. This retests, and it looks like it's bouncing. This would be a good spot to take it long. If you don't look at anything from the right side of the screen here, one would think this is going to recover. I don't know how this candle, I don't know, how do I put this? I don't know how the life of this candle went, but it clearly bounced from this wick at the demand zone. So one could have gone long here. I wouldn't blame anyone for going long here. Makes sense based on the MK strategy, but it failed. It failed and went down, broke through the demand zone, broke through this trend line, and then broke through the bottom of the the bull flag. So here's the next thing. If you're bearish, you might say, well, hey, the demand zone failed. This fell through this trend and it's about to fall through. It has fallen through the bull flag. This is a good spot to take it short. I wouldn't blame you for doing that if you took it short. It makes perfect sense. But look, it just goes down a little bit and quickly turns back around. So after all of these fake outs, if you still have enough money to go for this trade, then you'll be good. You're set. But these people who are talking like they have no trouble in CPI days and everything's copacetic, I don't know, man. I don't know. It often reminds me of people who were born in a upper middle class family, wealthy family, who went to a private school, who went to a good college, and now they're making, 6, 7 figures. But the moment someone says they should pay a little bit more in taxes, or someone implies that they got where they are because they had special opportunities, they get so defensive and so angry. Like, how dare you? I worked hard for my this and my that and whatever. Yeah, no one's saying you didn't work hard, but just because you had some advantages over some other people doesn't mean you didn't work hard. Why is it acknowledging that you had some advantages such a big deal? That's the thing that I find hilarious about people. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It helps to trade if you have a fat account because you can keep trading again and again and again. But somebody who, let's say, had a $10,000 account and they don't want to do more than 2% of the day in trading of their account. Let's say they tried a trade like I did. They tried to go long, or no, you know what? Let's say they were more careful. They tried the demand here, it failed. Or let's not even do supply and demands. Let's just do basic levels. All right? So, or trends. They see that it broke through this trend here and decided to take it short, but it didn't really go very far and already turned around and created a demand and came back up. Now, if they had their stop loss slightly above the bull flag, likely the stop loss would have been kicked in because it broke above the bull flag but failed. Then it breaks below the bull flag. One might want to take that short, like I said earlier. That didn't go very far. It failed. If somebody had a stop loss just above the bull flag, it would have been kicked in. So it's multiple fake outs today, multiple fake moves. Adam Mancini even said this is a day where it moves in all these fake ways to trap both bulls and bears. And I'm supposed to believe that all these people did multiple trades and every one of them were successful? These people who are tweeting saying how they have no problem on CPI days? Dude, as the children say, stoppeth thy cappeth.